You got it. How do you ride well? People are like, oh yeah, it's like riding a bike and get on a horse and then get on 20 years later, you can't. Like it's this whole like set of muscles. It takes a lot of core strength, a lot of leg strength. It's like overall body. I don't think there's a muscle you don't use. Everything you do with your body communicates to the horse, because we can't communicate with our horses verbally. So we communicate through our body language. So when we're on the ground, he can tell exactly what I'm feeling and everything like that because of my body posture. He can feel the movements I make. You know, he can feel a fly land on his back. So he can feel me on his back making movements. And so my goal is to help him to do his job well. Compared to other horses, he has really good conformation, so he moves really well. He's really elegant. He's just like overall super lovely, and he can frame up really nicely, and yeah, he's so pretty.
The team when I took over was 8 members, and so we started as a small organization that had not maybe had as many wins, but a group of girls with a lot of desire. And so from that, it just blossomed.
Our Western team is winning the region in Western, and we have about 9 or 10 regular showing members, where other teams have upwards of 30, 40, 50 in our region. So we have just like the Cincinnati area, and then like pretty much like a huge chunk of Kentucky. It's like mostly Kentucky schools that we ride against, like UK, Louisville, Midway, Moorhead.
So the riders do not have to provide their own horses, and they're welcome to bring them, but it's kind of like how many tools do you have in your toolbox. So what I try and do is get to know the riders and place them on horses that first they're safe with, but second that they maybe don't have the skills to ride yet. As that rider develops a skill, you see a transformation. The rider then believes the horse is brilliant, and what's really happening is that rider is developing skills, and she or he is a better partner to that horse. And then there we have a new level of rider, a new level of skill, and a new level of intuition from that rider. And hopefully that makes them more competitive.
The judge is looking at how you're riding the horse you're on, because we draw these horses, so they're horses provided by the school that we're riding at. Missy Jo does a really good job of putting us on like so many different types of horses, so that when we get into the ring, we are one of those teams that we can ride anything that we are put on. Some schools have horses that are very similar across the board. They ride, or maybe they ride the same horse in every lesson for an entire year. So you need to ride many different horses to get a very diverse skill set. When you communicate with an animal or a person non-verbally so well, and they like, you know, your horse can tell how your emotions, they can tell exactly what you want if you're asking effectively. When you get to that level where you have effective nonverbal communication, you like can't help but have a strong bond there. Just like people, like horses are unpredictable, obviously, but you come to learn their behaviors and their quirks and everything, and yeah, I really love that about them.